Welcome to Backbreaking News, episode 193. And today, we're going to be doing ChatGPT again, and who they think is going to win the 2025 Royal Rumble. And I'm going to say maybe to like 2030. And we're going to get their opinion, who's going to be in the match, and who's going to win it. So, yeah, let me get that set up, and I'll read it off. Okay, here's what ChatGPT predicts will be in Money in Bank in 2025. I don't know how accurate this is going to be, considering that some of this is... We have 1, 2, 3 men's and 1, 2, 3 women's matches to go through Money in the Bank. So let's start with the 2025 men's Money in the Bank. ChatGPT did the men's for 2025 and the women's for 2026. Not all men's. Okay. Here's the first participant. Cody Rhodes. He's most likely going to be champion then. So I don't see that necessarily happening. Gunther, current champion, don't see him losing that or entering the Royal Rumble. But in this scenario, she said it is. Carmelo Hayes, ChatGPT, I called it he, her, but you know, Carmelo Hayes, I could see this. Braun Breaker, I could see this. Just a little bit. LA Knight, I could see that. Solo Sikoa, I could probably see that happening. So it's not a big... not too far off. Ricochet, that's going to be a problem because he's not in WWE anymore. Jacob Fatu, him and Solo are a team, so I don't necessarily see this happening, but maybe so he will help Solo win in the match, you know. And they predict Braun Breaker will win and cash in on Gunther. Not during this match. It says Seth Rollins, but I'm going to assume that would be Gunther because this is a little bit outdated. This was like 2020 something. Okay, so next is the Money in the Bank 2026 women's match. Here are the participants. Rhea Ripley. I can see that happening in 2026. Who knows if she's going to be champion still. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. I honestly could see those two being in it. Roxanne Perez, she's probably going to be called up. Liv Morgan, I can see that happening. Tiffany Stratton, been in one. Io Shirai, also known as Io Sky now, I can see that happening. And Becky Lynch, she could return by then. And they have Tiffany Stratton winning 2 Money in the Banks. And she will, it says Bianca Belair, but this, as I said, was a little bit outdated. And assuming she's not a champion, I don't know who she would cash in on. So I'm just going to say she cashes in on Bianca Belair. Somehow, Bianca Belair wins the title again. Tiffany Stratton cashes in. Okay, next is the men's 2027 Money in the Bank match. First participant, Jey Uso. Definitely see that happening. Logan Paul. Can see that happening. Carmelo Hayes. Trick Williams. I could see him being in this. Damian Priest. I could see Damian Priest being in this. Grayson Waller. I could also see that. Braun Breaker. And also Theory. They have Carmelo Hayes winning this, and they say he's cashing in on the WWE Undisputed Champion. Okay, the women's Money in the Bank 2028 match. Here are the participants. Okay, this is going to be awkward because there's one person no longer in here, but maybe they get re-signed, who knows. Cora Jade, NXT. Roxanne Perez coming back. Indy Hartwell, who has been fired. Don't see her coming back. Jade Cargill in the match again. Alba Fire. Zoe Starks. Shayna Baszler's probably going to be retired by then, but, and Athena Hall. And the winner of this year's will be Roxanne Perez. And she will cash in at SummerSlam, which seems to be popular. Men's Money in the Bank 2029 men's match. Okay, this is actually quite an interesting lineup here. Dang General is the first. Solo Sikoa. Trick Williams. Logan Paul. Dominic Mysterio. Nathan Frazier. Montez Ford and Julius Creed. And guess who wins Money in the Bank? Montez Ford. And he cashes in and wins the championship. That I don't see happening. And next, the final and last Money in the Bank. It is the 2030 women's match, which will be Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Nikita Lyons, Lash Legend, Lyra Valkyria, Gigi Dolan, and Sola Ruggio or something. I don't know how to say it, but the winner is Nikita Lyons, and she cashes in at WrestleMania, being the first woman to ever do so. That would actually be pretty surprising. So, goodbye.